Let me quickly get the URL for this thing and send it out. I clicked the wrong one. Welcome everyone to the stream. Right now I am trying to grab the link for the stream and sending it out. And just in case, I will send this also to the community tab, in case people are not alerted notification-wise on the stream. And in case people want to see the stream later on, because YouTube is weird about it. But hello and welcome to the stream. You guys will be able to get to deal with me trying to figure out what music to use. Because I have no music in place for this stuff yet. So we're gonna see how this goes, folks. I don't know how well it's going to be, but we're going to do our best. And we're gonna see what happens. So our first scene, I don't have it clicked because it's faded out right now, is where Breezy is talking to quote-unquote Eggman, even though it's Neo Metal Sonic, with, let me move it to there. We got the scene with Breezy and Neo Metal Sonic, even though it's Eggman. But I haven't picked any music yet, so that's what I'm going to do right now with going to Sonic soundtrack OST. And if you guys have any recommendations that might fit this scene with Breezy and Eggman, then I can do that too. Let's see. I'm gonna pause that for a second, and then we're gonna go to... Even though I hate Sonic Mania, they might have good music for this scene. I feel like it fits because it's, Casino Park, even though it's Studiopolis or whatever. Let's see, what about the second iteration? This one might actually fit. Yesterday was my day off, kind of as a break, because the day before I finished cutting all of the lines for episode 3, and I really did not want to deal with streaming it because I was tired and exhausted, but I got it done. And so it was honestly stressful. So I had to take a break for in order to kind of decompress a little bit, because if you don't know, I mean, I feel like it should be obvious by now, but I'm the one that edits these dubs, you know, pieces them together, cuts down the lines, puts in the soundtrack, sound effects, the whole shebang of releasing a video. And I'm just one person that works on this, that does all the editing. But I don't really let anybody else help me with that because, well, because for the majority, you know, like, I work at my own pace, and if I don't do certain things, I'll get thoroughly confused or forget about something. I will say there is an edit in one of the panels. I had to get rid of some words for, oh, what's his name? SBO. Because in the script, apparently, I didn't read thoroughly, and I missed something. Which, as you know, is not a good thing. So, yeah. I gotta put in several audio tracks, by the way, for this. So, soundtrack. We need soundtrack, a sound effects one, and then 2 for, the voices. I usually put the soundtrack on the bottom. It's not really, oh, what's the word? I'm gonna unpin this real quick. It's not a personal thing I like, but, I'm gonna turn down the gain on it because I know it's gonna explode in my ears. But for the majority of, working on the dubs and stuff, it gets a little tiring. Sometimes I would love to have like a vacation or something from it, but, you know, I want to get these dubs out in order for people to enjoy, but I'd rather do quality than quantity. And that's why it like takes us a month. It takes us, it doesn't take us a month, but it more or less like, that's why dubs like release once a month, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna see how loud this is, so I'm gonna pause that. And then I'm gonna see how close it is, because I wanna have some, not dramatic tension, but, oh, what's the word? For it to go from like the presents thing that I do at every single beginning of the dub to the first scene. So I'm gonna see how it looks. Okay. Although I don't like slamming the audio before the scene, this might be the case of a good chance to do that a little bit. Because if you notice, there's gonna be too much like quiet before it's suddenly smack scene. So we're gonna see how this sounds. It's gonna skip slightly. Yeah, I'm gonna make the fade-in audio a little bit more. And then I'm gonna back up the scene a bit. Put the fade-in video a little bit more. And the gain of the music, usually, it depends on if it drowns out the voices or not. So we're gonna see how well this goes. Those are the panels. So the first one is Eggman. And I'm gonna quickly click it, because if I don't click it, then it's gonna be like, hey, super loud. And we don't want that.
Isn't it marvelous, Breezy? A city.
Okay, the music's a bit too loud. I just noticed. There we go. Oh, notification? Okay. Let's get this done. I will be taking bathroom breaks in between because I did the mistake of not going to the bathroom for the last dub where I was like, oh, I can hold it for 6 hours in order to finish the dub. You know, in one day. But we're not going to do that because I'm tired, stressed, and there's a lot of stuff to deal with, and I got another notification. Okay, let's see how this goes.
Isn't it marvelous, Breezy? A city within a city. A new capital for a casino empire.
I feel like the music's a little too quiet now. Like, it should be that low because I don't want it, like, blasting. But in the same sense, I'm gonna have to do the bad thing and ruin my eardrums for a second. Let's see, so Breezy. Let's see. Breezy line 1, and I got another notification. Ah! Hang on a second, I'll answer that DM in a second. At least I'm not the one causing notifications yet. Listen, ma'am. Listen, my guy. It's my boy texting me, so I have to respond. Okay, let's see. Alright. Let's see if I'm too loud for this one. I have the headphones all the way up, so my tinnitus might act up or it might get more damaged. Because the problem is with Sonic Rift, so many people were complaining about how Tails was too quiet and some people were too loud, so I have to like ruin my eardrums a little bit more. And I put out worthy dubs for you guys to hear. And I got another notification. I'm gonna put some more music. I'm gonna put music in the background. So I can respond to this. Ma'am, okay, I know I turn 18 next month, but I hardly think I'm so old I need to be called ma'am. Sir, this is a McDonald's. Okay.
Isn't it marvelous, Breezy?
Okay, he's a little too loud. I just realized that. We're gonna try that. We're gonna see how he sounds on that one.
Isn't it marvelous, Breezy? A city within a city. A new capital for a casino empire.
And a rather... Okay, I'm too loud on that one. Of course, Shotcut makes everything too loud, by the way. Because I want to put everything, like, kind of on one level, so, like, if the voices are the same level somewhat, then you don't have to necessarily worry about, turning your volume up and down depending on how quiet people are. So I'm trying not to do that. Okay.
Isn't it marvelous, Breezy? A city within a city. A new capital for a casino empire.
And a rather elaborate death trap for Sonic.
I'm gonna bring my line a little bit closer. Actually, my birthday is 1 month from today. I just realized that I'm scared to be an adult. Hey, same here. Even though I have, like... Frick, I have to do the counting. I mean, it's August right now, so I'm just gonna leave August alone. September... Fuck. I don't know how to do the calendar dates, and I can't tell time. This sucks. Okay, September, October, November, December, January, February. In 7 months, I will be 18. So you're not alone. Okay, let's see how it sounds now.
Isn't it marvelous, Breezy? A city within a city. A new capital for a casino empire.
And a rather elaborate death trap for Sonic.
Okay, I go back on my word. Just a little space. And then fade out needs to be a little bit later. I don't want to grow. Neither do I, okay? Hello? Who is this? How did you get this number? Hello, Zach. Welcome to the stream. Let's see. Too bad, girl. That's life. It is life. We all grow up.
Isn't it marvelous, Breezy? A city within a city. A new capital for a casino empire.
And a rather elaborate death trap for Sonic.
Okay, I like the fade out. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Yeah, that's right. Peace and love. We all love these times of things, yeah. Yeah. Who am I? Why can't I remember anything? I think you've had too many root beers, if you know what I mean, Zach. Who is this, Maria? Okay, I gotta make this shorter on the timeline. I love for the fact that Def is playing into the whole thing of saying she hit you upside of the head. I love that. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Eggman. God, I love this man. Okay, I need to stop. So he goes, oh well, you know me. And then Breezy's like, I do. Lobby, don't call her Def. Why not? That's what I call her all the time. That's what I know her as. That's what I know her as, man. It can, okay, listen. If I don't, the bad thing about my stupid ADHD is if I don't have a name to a face or a name to somebody I know, like Zach, for example. I know him with the username Orion Zax. Like, if I don't have a username pegged with either a nickname or how I know you as, then I get thoroughly confused and then call you by something else. Or call you by a different name. Def is a name that people started teasing with, so I mean, at least with me, you don't have to worry about teasing you. It's more or less I know you as that name. I called her by the name she said she wanted to be called because I didn't want to be called Luna anymore. Plus, I wanted her to be pleased with me. Lol. No, you live in China, so sky is black. That. Listen, that's very dark. I'll put the music back on because I'm responding to Drake. I mean, I could call you something. I could call you, like, a food name if you wanted, because Lulu has been calling me mac and cheese. Who are you? How do you know my name? What Chaos Emeralds? No, those emeralds hold a secret to my past. Did you know I'm from the future? Oh, I love that. Okay. So we're gonna edit my crummy voice. And then I talk
You found.
with the breezy lines. I tend to be a little close to the mic, and that's because if I'm not this close to the mic, then it doesn't pick me up. But I have to also be careful of the consonants that we don't want. Where we want them barely heard from me. Can I be M&M Cookie? Yeah, I could call you M&M if you want. Or Cookie, whichever one. Okay, we're gonna see how this sounds. I love that. I love that, where it's like, look at them, how pathetic they are. I don't have time for these humans. Actually, wait, you don't want to be called Eminem? Okay. Honey, my best friend used to call me Honey. I mean, I could, like, if you want me to call you Eminem or Honey, that's okay. Just know I'm going to, like, think of the cat Honey.
Oh, well, you know me.
I do. You found me when I was in a bad place. You showed me what it takes to not just get by in this world, but to succeed, to conquer.
I feel like the music's a tiny bit loud. Just a little bit. Yeah, I don't think you're an android, Zach. God, okay. I gotta say this as I'm getting closer to the scene. I absolutely love Neo Metal Sonic, okay? And I'm not saying that because I have an OSC shipped with him. I'm saying it because he is such a good character that deserves a lot of love. And a lot of people, like, for him, he's not their favorite character, and that's kind of sad. I mean, Infinite's my favorite character, but you know, it's like give the robot some love, man. I mean, whenever I look at Metal Sonic, I always think back to the annual where like he tries to see if he'll get infected with the Zombot virus, and it's always so sad because it looks like he has like a dejected look, and I'm like, this poor baby wants to be organic so badly. And it's like I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Drake. Drake messaged me. I was like, I was trying to like. I was telling him because I wanted, because we're gonna call later on, and I love for the fact. I have to keep reminding him that the place I charge my phone, because I have an iPhone, I believe it's 7 Plus, which means there's no like headphone jack anywhere on the phone. So you have to like use where the charging port is with the earbuds you got. So like he's not too pleased about that right now. But yeah, going back to the subject of Needle? Wow. His name's Needle now, guys. I mean, Neo Metal Sonic. I can't talk for the life of me at this point. Let's see, what line is it? 3. But, yeah, like with Metal Sonic, I mean, I have this, I wouldn't call it, I mean, it's kind of an AU to, like, normal Mobian life thing, because the world that Metal Sonic, aka Neo Metal Sonic, and my OC Audy, who shipped with him, the world they are in, is like an apocalyptic world, and in that universe, Audy tries to like fix a roboticizer. She doesn't know what the hell it is, obviously, but she ends up like reversing the effects. So like, it's like that one time in, I think it was in the Archie comics when Sonic was roboticized, and then Knuckles had to get roboticized in order to fight him, in order to like get him back to like unroboticize him. And it's kind of like that because Audie ends up like changing it into like an unroboticizer. So what happens is what's inorganic becomes organic. And the thing is, Audie accidentally flips the switch on the roboticizer while leaving like Neometal on the little like treadmill thing. And he gets unroboticized. So in other words, technically he turns organic. Poor man that he is. Okay, let's see. I am Needle Metal Hedge Man, the ultimate life form created to serve the Dark Lord Black Doom. So it's nap time now? Well, time to go nighty-nights. Damn, okay, I'm gonna go be weird, so peace. I think we were scaring Lulu. Good night. Eminem. For when you awake, I will have destroyed this darn planet. This is who I am. This, oh my god. Zach, are you referencing that one video that you made where it was like Sonic holding a gun? And he's like, I am Sonic, the Hedgehog. And I will destroy this darn planet. This is who I am. Sorry if you guys are, if it's like you're getting Discord notifications constantly. It's just my boy responding to me. Matt, I never cared for this planet anyway. Have fun destroying it. You guys are lol. I'm in my cover spot right now as we speak. Nice. Okay, let's hear this.
Which is why.
Breezy, why are you so loud?
Which is why I know you're not the real Eggman.
What? How dare you? I...
Please, I'm calling your bluff.
God, I love Breezy's smugness. I love for the fact that you earlier, Zach, said playtime is over. It's bringing me back to episode 2 of the stub. Where it's like, it was fun while it lasted, little boy, but now it's over. Like, Breezy being all smug. Being all smug. Wait, what? Sonic is gone. That man was weak. I'm Needle Meedle Hedgeman. The ultimate life boy. This is who I am. You have a boyfriend. I do. The man that voices Eggman is this man that voices Eggman right here.
Isn't it marvelous, Breezy?
He's my man. Oh, I know you do, but Lulu has a BF. Lulu, is it who I think it is? I emoji. Is it who I think it is? Lulu, is it who I think it is? No. I don't think it's that one. Lulu? Is it SBO woo woo? Is it the man, the myth, the legend? SBO whoa whoa. Oh my god, I did not see the tooth emojis. So all I saw was a pair of eyes. Lulu's like, no. Listen, man, I wouldn't judge you if you did, okay? Because it seems that everybody in my fan server is now hooking up. Ooh. Hang on a second. Let me look at the other panels. Ooh, it'd be so cool if I could do this. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like, there's one panel to the side, and then one panel kind of overlaps that. Oh my god. I keep burping. I have Faygo vanilla soda. I remain single still. Although somebody tried to ship me with my friend Alec. You know what? I will give you a significant other. I will ship you with... Fuck, what's your favorite character? I know, I should have asked this before. I know. Now my plan is ruined because I'm dumb. You guys thinking what I'm thinking? You guys thinking what I'm thinking here? You know, where it's like... Where it kind of overlaps a bit. Like right there. where it's like fade in video. We should get like, I know in Sonic Heroes there's no effect for like the weird, like, oh, what is it called? Let me see how this fades in and out. Okay, I ship you with Tangled. No. That's Lulu. God damn it, Lulu. Okay, yeah. I ship you with Tangled then. I don't know if you're bi, but you know. Now you are paired with Tangle. And I ship it. No, I'm just getting flustered because you said if I was dating him, even though he one time told me something, but like, I don't know if he was kidding, lol. You're Eminem, you are not Ace! You are not Ace! You, oh wait. Oh. Sorry, fuck, I forgot. Sorry, I apologize, because I thought you were referring to my Ace, as in Demon Boy, and then I realized asexuals go by that word, Ace. I'm dumb. I once got shipped with the USS Indiana, then she got torpedoed by the Jim. Dear God, Zach. The war flashbacks are coming back, man. I actually am bi. I mean, I'm bi too, but like, it's more of like a, oh, what is it called? It's a more drawn out version of bi, because I'm a biromantic demisexual, which means that I do like both genders, you know, like swinging both ways that I'm attracted to, but the thing is I have to grow a connection with them as a person, you know, a relationship, in order to actually like them. The bullets, I hear them, forsooth. I'm so sorry, man. I'll play this. It's the instrumental to this machine. The bass is so good. But what I'm thinking is, that for this scene right here, with Eggman, like, drooping into goop, to use, like, a effect. Shit, I mean Amber. Okay, Luna, I mean Lulu. As the Eggman watches. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Rock pouring in a jug, water splash on cement, water running. No. It has to be like a effect, you know? But to answer your question again, I don't see any. Because what I'm thinking is like a. You know what I mean? Like, It's going down. Let's see, storm drain. I cannot hear anything. I'll just type in goop again. Wait, look up the remix of Eggman from Shadow the Hedgehog. Could be a good lead into this machine. Okay. Let's see. Is it this one? I probably clicked the wrong one, but honestly, this kind of works a little bit. I am the overground. That's it? So I got it right? You see, I'm always big dumb, so sometimes I pick the wrong thing. But who's gonna win? Ah, yes, I found the right one. Vampire. I will say on my day off, I mean it wasn't really a day off, but it was more or less that I took a break, you know, like a break in between finishing cutting lines and oh, what's the word? I need to speak. I need to use the words. But the thing where is it? The thing I'm thinking about sorry, my mind is like it's like I don't know how to describe it. My mind right now is like drawing a blank. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, on my day off, what I did was, I finished a drawing. So my day off basically was, it wasn't a lot of me taking a break. It was more or less like de-stressing, because what I ended up doing was I finished cutting everyone's lines. And so that wasn't supposed to happen. The last thing I had to do basically was I had to, you know, cut lines and finish them up, but I needed to be able to de-stress without worrying about anything really, which, as you know me, I'm a very stressful person. I stress about anything. And on my day off, I did some art. I tried streaming from my tablet, but it didn't work very well. I haven't finished drawing the design, but I created a new unicorn OC named Oasis. He's gonna wear like rainbow heels. And the other thing I did was also spend a bit of chunk of money on commissioning an artist, which you guys will probably know them, cause she hasn't finished working on chapter 4, and that's probably the biggest hint ever I could ever give. But you know, we've been dubbing her project. We've had only like 3 episodes basically of her comic dubbed, which you guys know her as Sketchers or Z. And what I did was I commissioned her to draw Ace, so I'm super excited for how she's gonna draw him. I can't help it. If anybody draws my characters, even if I commission them, like, I will cherish the shit out of it. But I will also fangirl hardcore. Don't ask me why. It's like oh, what is it? It's more or less like I get super happy, cause you know you put a lot of work into your OCs and stuff, and it's like, yeah, you want to see your babies drawn, and a lot of people are thankful for if you draw their character. Let's see. Feel like that's a good cutoff. And then we get Crispy Boy himself. I shouldn't call him Crispy Boy, but you get what I mean. You get what I mean. Yo, loving. Hi. Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna be taking bathroom breaks, not every so often, but if I need to, I'll take a break. Because I made the mistake not doing that last stream, because I was like, oh, you know, I don't have a lot left. Just one more line, just one more line. No, it turned into another line, and then another one. You get what I mean.
Oh.
Time for Crispy Man. He works at Krispy Kreme Donuts. Now that I say that, I wanna see Neo Metal Sonic in like the whole get up. Like the weird little hat that they have for like Krispy Kreme Donuts, where they're like, may I help you? And he just hates his job. He's like, I don't want to serve these people. They're inferior. But he ends up serving them anyway because he's unemployed. He's like, would you like a Boston cream pie donut? I love that. Hi, hello, welcome to the stream. It's not much of a stream because I'm not very quiet, but I'm slightly quiet. That's 5, so it's 6.
Since the
I will say, there were a couple instances with lines where I was like, like, it was a hard decision because if I found 2 good ones, then it's like, shoot, what do I choose? You know, because if you find 2 good ones, then it's like, damn it, now I can't pick one. So then you have to decide when it's instantly the time to piece everything together.
How long have you known?
Since the beginning, there's no way the real doctor would be so, how do I put it, generous in his negotiations.
God, I love Breezy and her sassy nature. My Netflix isn't working and I can't watch Auron. It might be because there's been a whole fiasco, Netflix-wise, about pedophilia and them suddenly only apologizing because everybody's in an uproar about it.
How long have you known?
Since the beginning, there's no way the real doctor would be so, how do I put it, generous in his negotiations.
God, I love her so much. Okay. Let's see. And then he grabs her face. And she's like, ooh, I like that. I will say, like, Breezy-wise, even though she's manipulative, I actually do kind of ship her with Metal Sonic just a tad. Just a tad bit. Not a lot. Not as enthusiastically as, like, my pairing with Audy in Metal Sonic. But, like, you get what I mean. Like, in the sense of, pairing-wise, if they have good chemistry or not. Because you got big grumpy pants over here that's like, if you tell Sonic, if you warn Sonic or anybody else, like, you're basically dead. And she's straight up like, I like your hand. And it's like, yee. Let's see how this works. I forget if I ever made a noise where he, like, grabs her face. Like a, hmm? Apparently I did not. Huh.
If
you try to warn Sonic or anybody else, you're basically gonna be a donut. And then bring that closer. There we go. See how it works, how it seamlessly goes into the next scene from here.
How long have you known?
Since the beginning, there's no way the real doctor would be so, how do I put it, generous in his negotiations.
If you try to warn Sonic or anyone else,
And she's like, and why would I do that? And poor man's like, ah. He's like, no, nudge me. Shoot. Wait. Ah! Did I forget? Wait. Wait. I could have sworn. Did I? This makes me slightly upset with myself.
And
Because I'm almost certain that I cut Neo Metal Sonic going, ugh. Shoot. This means I have to go back because I was looking through it and it's like, you don't have it. I'm like, God damn it. This means I have to go back to the OG and find it. Ah! I tell you. Nah, see? Okay. We're going to, we're gonna find some music just for me to just slam for now. While I figure out where this what is.
Or anyone else, if you try to or anyone else, if you try to warn Sonic.
I dropped my hot packet. Oh no.
Or anyone else. Neo.
So it's two noises. Dan Green is so amazing. I say his jamming to Mephiles' theme song thing. Okay, come on. Work with me here. This is what you came for. Do, 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 do. How do you not have more subs? I don't get it. I mean, you gotta realize my channel primarily is... I don't know how to describe it. It's not entirely like, I'm gonna pause the music. It's not primarily, it's, frick, what am I trying to say? It's not primarily, dubs. It's more or less like, originally this channel was an art channel, and now it's kind of like a hybrid between dubs, cringy covers, random videos about certain topics like copyright and character PTSD, and yeah, speed paints, like art, dubs, random videos about characters, cringy covers, and then like streams where it's like gaming or art. So like this channel is not primarily focused on dubs or anything. If I were to make it focus primarily on dubs, then it would be like it would be for example, it'd be like Adrenaline Dubs. I don't know if I said their name correctly, but like they do Sonic dubs. They, I think, primarily do Sonic IDW. And yeah. Yo, wait, were you just saying Greatest Showman? There's a not really, because there's a cover. Not necessarily a cover. It's a mashup between Mephiles' theme and oh, what's its name? What's his name? I'm drawing a blank. Mephiles Keys to Sand. Keys to Mephiles' Kingdom. It's a Linkin Park Sonic 06 mix up. Like, so like there's a line in here where it's like, like, when I said this is what you came for, it's a Linkin Park line from this thing. I'll play it. I'll mute the soundtrack on the dub real quick.
And what?
Crap, I made her too loud. Bum, 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 bum. After this, will you play the Green Hill Zone theme? Probably not. Green Hill's a little overused. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's an okay song. It's just, it is overused so many times. That was the line! Excuse me? Oh my god, this is so dope.
Oh.
I mean, it is a good mashup. There's one with Infinite's theme song too that I listen to sometimes. They fit so well. They do! Right now I'm trying to figure out the placement of panels. Do you know Jaded Animations? I only know them by name. I frankly don't care for their content very much. Then again, you're free to like whatever you like. Also, hi, I'm still here. I noticed that. I noticed that Eminem. But there you go. It's called Keys to Mephiles' Kingdom, and it's by Hypershan on YouTube. Listen, ma'am. You gave me the choice of Honey or Eminem. You said Eminem or Honey. Okay? I don't like Honey. I like M&Ms. Gosh, I'm trying to find where bomb sound effects are so hard to find. Well, finding a good one. You know what? I'll use this one. Cause like Bean's like shoop shoop with those little bombs, and he's like, I'm gonna get ya, yuck. I thought you I've been calling you Eminem this entire time! Because you were like, you know what, you could call me Eminem. And I was like, okay, that's cool. And then you're like, when Lulu was like, Lulu can be the only one to make food names. And then you're like, oh shoot, then Honey, I guess. This is just gonna confuse my stupid ADHD mind at this point. Let's see. Since I wasn't able to listen back with the music, I'm gonna go back to this.
Huh?
And why, pray tell, would I do that? It's like you said. I'm getting a new capital for my economic empire. We're not so different, Metal Sonic.
Neo Metal Sonic.
Oh, see.
Okay, I'm a little too loud on that one. No wonder I didn't put a gain down. I'm dumb.
Oh, see? You're branching out from the doctor, becoming your own man with your own agenda. Your business with Sonic is just that. Your business. Hero, villain. I don't take sides. I just do whatever.
And of course, I explode my ears with that one too. Beautiful, lovely.
I just do whatever makes me a profit.
And then we have the explodey splodies. What was it called? Bomb explosion sound effects. Okay. B. Oop. 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 This is gonna maybe be sounding weird, 'cause I don't know. Let's see. Thank you for sending me this, Zach. Thank you. I appreciate it very much. Believe me, I do. Oh, and he's also trying to shoot a bean. Oh, god dang it. Okay. Because he's using his blaster. He's using the blaster. I guarantee the moment I type in blaster, it's gonna be like Star Wars blaster, pew 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 pew, and instantly I get this. I instantly get all the Star Wars blaster sound effects. I'll go with this one. Let's see. It's a little depressing that I have to, like, in the middle, grab sound effects. Because, like, a lot of the times I tend to, quote-unquote, reuse sound effects, and that's because they usually fit. Let's see, will it let me... Gosh dang it, diddly darn it. Why did it... It's not what I meant to grab, by the way. Ah! Okay. What was it? Realistic. Okay. There we go. Ah! My ears! My beautiful ears! Pew. Yeah, pew pew. School starts the day after tomorrow. I mean, I technically go back to 28th, but for the most part, I don't have to go because it's orientation for 9th graders, aka freshmen. So I pretty much get a freebie from that. Like, it's a free day of me not being there. And I'm not going to in real person school either. I'm going to virtual. So that way I don't have to, oh, what's the word? That way I don't have to, you know, like, deal with the threat of my family getting the virus and dying. Okay. Let's see how this sounds. I mean, my school offered a virtual hybrid thing where, like, if I wanted to go into in-person on Wednesdays, then I can. But in actuality, it's more of like a day off. So, like, I go to school Monday, Tuesday, and then Thursday, Friday. So technically 4 days instead of 5. Oh my god. Oh, I think you're saying in response to her saying she's going to school tomorrow. I think. I'm dumb. I wouldn't know.
I just do whatever makes me a profit.
Oh, that's still too loud. My god. Okay. And then we go to Nax line. I don't. For a quick check, I'm gonna look. And it's a good thing I did. And now I gotta add another audio track. Bring that sound effect down, bring that sound effect down. Actually, we're gonna do it like this. We're gonna bring that up. And we're gonna bring Beans' little with the bombs. There. Don't come to school tomorrow. You're my favorite YouTuber. Aw, thanks. I appreciate that. I'm glad I can make people somewhat happy in these trying times. Even if I am a pessimist at, you know, at the heart. Kicking bean, ready to kick bean. I love this.
Dang it!
I don't think I have to do anything with quieting Drew's line for this one. Zach and Savannah, same here. I go back to school on Tuesday. That sucks. I go on, I think, technically a Monday, but, let me look. 'Cause I think it's the 28th that, or is it the 31st? I can't remember. It's either the 28th or the 31st, which is orientation day for, freshmen, as I said, for high schoolers. Which means I would also go back on a Tuesday. Pepsi. Crap, my keyboard. I read that as Pepsi. I hope you know that. Okay, let's hear this. Let's hear this monstrosity that I'm sure it'll sound like.
I just do whatever makes me a profit.
Dang it, Bean!
think what would be good is putting the gun after he yells. And I think even though it's perfectly pitched to where it's not overly loud on his lines, I'm gonna turn it down just a tiny bit.
Dang it, Ben! Knock it off!
I love that so much. Oh my god. Zach, I love the little thing you got going on there for being. I was gonna. I was gonna say a quote about I can't read. Pessimism, but the moment is over. I mean, you could still say it. I'm a pessimistic at heart, so.
I just do whatever makes me a profit.
Dang it, Ben! Knock it off!
I love it so much. Well, I'm going to be a senior, so I don't know if I should go back to school on the first day. My school's gonna be a little bit different from yours, and my main question would be, like, why doesn't your school communicate better with you at this point? Because, you know, we're in a pandemic, and, you know, like, people are dying, and don't you think it'd be super smart, instead of, you know, putting people's lives in danger, you should be more informational and be like, oh yes, you know, juniors, seniors, sophomores, you don't have to come the first day because that's orientation. But you know what? Sophomores have to deal with that crap, I think. Technically, I don't have to be there, so I'm not going there. Alrighty. Back to this magnificent thing here. I think what I'm gonna do is do that. Cut that. I think it's gonna sound weird, but you know what? We're gonna work with it. They're going to make us wear masks. I mean, you have to realize, unless you want people dying and not want us going out of the whole quarantine thing, you're gonna have to wear a mask whether you like it or not. Whether you have breathing problems or not, because the only way we can get this done and over with is if people, like every single person, cooperates and wears a goddamn mask. Because every time I go out, I wear a mask. You know, not for the safety of my life, but the safety of my family's, because I have a family member with asthma, which is somebody at high risk of getting the virus and, you know, dying from it. And frankly, I don't want them dying from that, so that's why I wear a mask. And people should honestly do that even if they don't have a family member with high risk of getting the virus and dying from it. Because what if they are your friend, you know? You know, some people, some friends won't tell you about their conditions and stuff, but you have to realize, like, I mean, it's more mentality's sake, but if you think about it, people don't, and I will say this as bluntly as possible, they don't give a shit until it affects them. And unless they're very sympathetic, unless they're empathetic, you know, are well aware it kills a lot of people. There's been a lot of deaths, even people my age or younger, with this whole virus. If they want the issue to go away, because, you know, they're bitching about face masks and saying, I have the right to not wear a mask, they gotta realize, because they also complain about quarantine, you know, kids should go back to school. Who cares if they, you know, like, die or something? They need education. And, you know, like, people need to go back to work. They can't go on strikes because of the virus. You have to realize you're a part of the problem at that point, because if you're not doing anything to get the issue resolved or fixed in that case, you're just lengthening the inevitable of us dealing with the pandemic for more than this year. And if people aren't smart about it, then it might be more well over than 2 years. Oh, and frankly, I don't want to deal with that because, I'm going to eventually go to a community college to hopefully get a degree to be a comic artist. And I gotta deal with, making connections and stuff. I can't physically deal with the bullshit of other people who are like, I have the right to not wear a mask. Just because they're dumbasses who don't understand the importance of life itself, and sooner or later, even if they're not high risk, they could potentially get it themselves. Just for being a dumbass and not taking the precautions. But anyways, that's my whole tea spiel on the subject of wearing masks. I think it's important. People are dumb going to beaches not wearing one, not social distancing, making fun of people for wearing masks. But in reality, if nobody does anything about it, we're gonna deal with a very high death rate. We're going to deal with more closings of, restaurants and schools and jobs. Except, groceries, because grocery stores are important. They're a necessity. Whereas, things like restaurants and stuff, even small businesses, people complain about the small businesses not getting paid and stuff because nobody comes, or, they're not allowed to open because of, their governor's stay-at-home address or something. And you gotta realize it's important to not only protect yourself and be smart about it, but to protect others, because people who are dumbasses can indirectly harm you, if that makes sense. Because this pandemic, the whole virus, it can affect anybody. If you're not taking precautions, if you're not being very safe, washing your hands, I wouldn't necessarily say wear gloves, but, wear masks and stuff. Stay clean. Because I can tell you, the human race is anything but clean. And if we cannot survive a pandemic, a virus that requires us to clean ourselves, basically, wash our hands, keep other people away from our germs in case they get infected, then we're not going to survive anything worse from this. Oh my god, you use the same editing software I use, Shotcut. I mean, it's the only thing I use for dubs. I used to, well, in actuality, I've been using Shotcut for a while now. I used to use Movie Maker. Now I just use that for, speed paints and stuff. But for dubs and stuff, I wanted to get not something fully professional, but quote-unquote professional. To where it's okay, here we go, dub, Anyways.
Bites. I just do whatever makes me a profit.
Dang it, Ben! Knock it off!
I love that. Okay. Ooh. Notification? Let's see. Alrighty, I was gonna get the next panel, which is basically Sonic laughing. Oh, it's the audience laughing. My god! Stop it! I've been streaming for 1 hour. Okay. I think what I will do is I will stream for another hour or so. Just to make some progress on the dub. But yeah. I need a better sound effect of that. This way I don't have to deal with trying to make like myself. I started using Shotcut since 2017. I use it for my funny gaming videos. I feel that. Oh, my poor connection. It is awful. I have a very bad issue with my Chromebook where it's like, you're not connected. Now it's connected. Now it should be fine. Hopefully. Let's see. Okay. We're both content creators. I mean, in its own right, yeah. In its own standard. Oh, dang! I should have just made an individual sound effect thing. Now I gotta find it. It was crowd. God, I need to stop yawning. Laughing crowd. Ancient living. I mean, I don't get paid for any of my work, by the way, so it's not necessarily that what's the word? I'm not really a content creator if you think about it, cause for the majority, I just do things to have fun. It's not to make a profit or anything. And then my crummy voice as Tails comes in with the whole, I should have been down there.
Oh boy, I gotta give Breezy props for this round. This is hilarious.
And then I'm gonna make him a tiny bit lower. Just a little bit.
Oh boy, I gotta give Breezy props for this round. This is hilarious.
I should have been down there. I could take either of them.
God, I love Tails in his moody mood. And then they're still laughing while he's still chuckling. He's like, yo, dude, you gotta chill. I love how Sonic's like nonchalantly like chuckling. And the moment he sees how upset Tails is, he's like, aw, dang, I shouldn't have gone there. Okay, now I gotta do Tails with, yes.
Yeah.
And then I gotta find new music again.
Aw, come on, bro. Are you still mad about being bumped by Honey?
Yes.
God, I love this. Okay. And then bring this in. Bring beat in. Anything for you, B, I will say. Like, why? You know, Sonic's not totally mean,
What?
but he's still he sometimes doesn't understand. And then he's like, oh shoot, he's sad. He a very sad man. Tails is third line.
Because
Because she made a fool out of me. Dummy. Oh, I love that. Okay.
Why? Win or lose, that's one step closer to the Chaos Emerald.
because she made me look like an amateur in front of the whole world.
I love for the fact it cut off at ho ho. Oh, how hilarious! Oh. Now I gotta find more music. Gosh darn it. Let's see. Sonic soundtrack. Mania. I don't even like Mania. But we're gonna try and find a good one. I feel like this is a good one. Okay. How many more minutes? Let's see. Yeah, I do it for fun, just like making people smile. I did have a channel that had 2.8k subs, but it got deleted. I was a little depressed for a few months, but had a spirit to start all over. I'm almost to 20k again. That's good. You see, with when it comes to some channels, once they get popular, that's when like it gets a little more intense in the side of getting copyright claimed and stuff. If that makes sense. I mean, I have an old channel that I'm not going to delete, but it has 22.4k subs. And you'd think, oh, why not you use that account? But you see, like, that account is connected with some other stuff I'd rather not talk about or deal with at all. So yeah, it's primarily just me chilling with this one with Ace. Because to be honest, I'm glad I started over. Because that way, you know, I had viewers that liked only a certain genre of videos, and that just wasn't me. Like, it wasn't something I enjoyed per se anymore. Cause the thing is, I used to do like AMVs, which is like anime music videos, and in general, I could not deal with it anymore. Because I knew, like, there were some videos I tried posting new content on the channel, and nobody would watch it, or like nobody was interested. So it was just better to start over, because I wanted to do something with my art, And I just wanted to do something I enjoyed more so. Because, like, anime music videos just, they weren't my cup of tea anymore. Shoot, let's see. Apparently I forgot to put the Sonic lines in the OG area. Let's see. But yeah, like, you know, since nobody was interested in my art or anything, I was like, you know what, I'd rather start over. Even if I had like 22.4k subs, I don't care. It's just a number at that point. And if they don't really like me changing up a bit of like the subject matter, then they're only there for like one thing and one thing only, just those videos specifically. Like with the dubs, I enjoy doing them. I enjoy seeing people's reactions to them, you know, their feedback and stuff. And like with the dubs, like, even though, you know, this process that I'm doing right now is tiring, seeing people's reactions and seeing how much they enjoy it is all that really matters to me. You know, like, as long as the cast is having fun, as long as people are enjoying what we bring out, instead of being like, when, you know, like, when's the next dub, or nah nah nah. You know, like, I've already provided a video on what's technically in our roster of dubbing. So, like, you know, that way people don't really have to ask repeatedly, oh, when's the next dub, or like, when's episode 4, or whatnot. Because this is not the final episode of Champions yet. And technically we have one dub left on this thing. So then, you know, like, this little Champions arc will be done. And then we'll go back to, if we're going in the order of, if we are going in the order of, this, not script, but, we have a comic dub list. And where is it? I have it in my documents. Let me find it real quick. Let's see. Let's see. Original dubs projects. But like with the list of dubs, like once we're done with 270, which is the 3rd episode, that'll be gone, and then we have 271 next. But if we're going in the order of the original dubs list of projects, after the final episode of Champions, we do TC episode 1 of issue 2. Which is technically episode 1. With Infinite and Iris. And the whole shebang with Bastet and Apophis and Ace. Ace doesn't come in until like episode 2. But like that project, like TC, I'm excited for that. Even though like I'm on page 107 and I'm working at my own pace on that because I'm tired and unmotivated for most of the time. Like once we're done with that, we're gonna be doing Tangle and Whisper. Like, even though we don't have like a selected course of going like, because like with Champions right now, we're not doing like a back and forth thing like we do with like Tangle and Whisper, then IDW, and then Tangle and Whisper, and then IDW, and then Tangle and Whisper, and then IDW, and then a different comic, and then IDW, and then a different comic. Like, we're not doing it like an arc, whereas like right now at Champions, it's more of like a 4-part episode because I know the cast, like, really, like, some of the cast members, aka the voice actors, really enjoy, those who have read Archie, really enjoy, the Champion arc with, like, Breezy and, you know, the Hooligans and whatnot, and Honey, like, those, like, I knew they liked it, and I also kind of liked it because I own, I believe, 2 of the Champions arc comics. Might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure I own both. I own 2 of them. And, like, I really enjoy Champions, and I know at least, I believe it's two other Champions, and really liked it. And, like, I hope they enjoy it a lot more when we're finally done. That way it's like 4 episodes of the entire thing, like looking back on it, being like, I'm glad, we put time into this, time and effort. It's much better to do what you love the most rather than pander to what the masses demand. Take your time and make it as good as you possibly can. Like, yeah, that's basically what I was meaning. I can't read. Precisely, everyone has different interests when it comes to the comics. I mean, let me take a quick drink because my throat is getting dehydrated. But, like, that's basically what I mean, because, like, even though I've blacklisted the words, like, Shad Amy episode 4, because people still complain about it, the thing is, like, we dub what we want to dub. And, I said it in the last stream, not the last stream of, like, cutting lines, but, like, the stream with Amanda. Episode 4 is not our priority now. Like, it's not our top priority. Like, there's nothing we can do to, like, hurry the artist along. Like, I follow her on Twitter, and she's taking commissions, she has life happening. Like, you can't push an artist to create something. You have to give them time in order to work in their own way. Like, this is coming from an artist, and not necessarily a professional comic artist, but a comic artist nonetheless. As a comic artist who does her pages in full color, by herself, does the entire process, and has no help as well, it can get extremely tiring. I love TC, I love the lore, I love the storyline. You guys don't know what's all gonna happen in TC. Like, you're waiting for what's gonna happen, like, when things go down. Even though I've planted a little bit of lore in between pages for you to, like, not necessarily piece together, but it's more of like, let me see. It's a meme. Can I find a clear one? I guess not. Give me 1 second, because I'm gonna show you what I mean by, like, I want you guys to, like, make your own theories and stuff. Oh, excuse me. I didn't think it was gonna pick it up, but then it did. Like, I want you guys to do something like this. Like, with me sprinkling stuff, and then you guys piecing the theories and such together. Like, that's what I do as an artist and a comic artist. I give you guys stuff, like, little tidbits of the story or, like, a deeper meaning in order for you guys to piece it together. And, like, that's, like, a basic thing for, like, art and stuff. Like, if you're creating a story, it's gotta be well thought out, well paced and such. Yeah, I made a list of videos that I need to finish and videos I need to start on. And I've been watching you for a couple of months. I love the videos. I appreciate that. Like, even though we release dubs once a month, and it's probably gonna be slower even now because I'm gonna go into my junior year and be taking a lot of harder core classes and a college class on comic art and such in order to become a comic artist. Like, dubs might be like 2 a month or something, like, it's gonna be 2 months before, like, a dub's released or something. I mean, I would love it if it was, like, once a month, where I could release it once a month, like I'm doing right now. But, like, when you're a junior and senior, you really don't have a lot of free time because they unload a lot of homework on you. And since we're going through a pandemic and they don't know what they're doing, you know, like head far up their asses, where they don't fully understand how to deal with it. And like as a junior, and you know, to seniors as well, like anybody in their grades now, they're going to be teaching us new stuff. You know, during the pandemic, dealing with like online classes and such, like they don't know how to fully handle it yet. But I would love to keep doing dubs like these where like they're released once a month, like towards the end of the month. Cuz that's what I've been trying to keep up on. Granted, you know, like this might be the last time I'll be able to release a dub towards the end of the month, which means dubs might be coming earlier or something, you know? People will always complain about XYZ. I can't read. It's best to leave people be. Rushing a project never works. I always enjoy seeing fan mythos like TC or my own series like The Archives. Yeah, analyze the breadcrumbs. This is very scary indeed. Wait, I'm going to my junior year. I'm going into my junior year as well. But, like, I can understand, like, you know, a lot of people, they like one specific thing, and they only want to see that thing. But you gotta realize, we love to change it up here. At, like, the original Dubs cast. We enjoy switching between. Granted, you know, it's fully Sonic stuff, and some people in our cast don't really like Sonic, or have never read a comic in their life except for when the dubs are out. You know, when their voices are added to it when it's a comic dub. But we still enjoy it nonetheless. I remember being a junior and a senior, it's harsh, but the end result is harsh. Yeah, the end result is also harsh because you're dealing with like a lot of homework and such. It sucks. And as like being a director and stuff, and results in rewarding. Yeah. But like I do agree on the harsh part because in the same sense, I can understand because for the majority of doing dubs and stuff, you know, I'm the only one that pieces it together, you know? Like, I'm the only one that cuts lines, gets rid of breaths and such. If, like, the voice actors get rid of breaths, you know, like, not all of them do, but, like, it's a plus. Like, I know as a director, you know, I should be getting rid of, like, as a director, you pick the lines you like. You pick the lines you think will fit in the dub. But, you know, since we only have 2 script writers, you know, Amanda and myself, there's not really any other part of, like, the things that are not fully a director does, but, like, cutting lines could be, like, an editor's standpoint. Directing is basically, you know, like, not necessarily stating the project we're doing next, but, you know, like, letting know, hey, this is what we're dubbing. You know, like, here's the script, deadline, let's go, you know? Nothing wrong with solely Sonic content. If you love making your own fan mythos, I say go for it. I mean, like, that too, like, fan comics are great too. And, like, I mean, I'm getting heavily distracted, but I don't think you guys mind. But, like, on our original dubs list, there was a Sonic Boom comic, fan comic, that I saw, on DeviantArt, and I remember messaging the artist and being like, hey, your comic looks great. I was wondering if we could dub it. Like, is your comic in full? Or does it have, like, a specific thing where it's separated in chapters? And I think, oh, do I have notes on here? Please tell me I do. Because what I'll do is, like, roughly read it. Because I was like, Howdy, I saw your comic, and I was wondering if you'd be willing to let my cast and I possibly dub it when you either finish the chapter /comic. If not, that's okay. I was just curious. And they were like, of course, I'd love to see my comic dubbed, although it's still at its start. My estimate would be that it won't be finished until the end of summer at best, or by mid-December at worst, depending on my workflow. So, the Sonic Boom comic might be coming, I don't know when. I don't know where's, I need to look, because they're at page 30 right now in their comic. And it was released like 5 days ago, which means that it's probably going to be mid-December when they finish their comic. But, you know, like, I'm looking forward to dubbing it because it's not necessarily a Shadimi comic, but it's a Sonic Boom one, and I feel like that's something that would be good to dub as well. And let me look. Yeah, like I put a question mark next to it because I don't know when we'll be able to do it. Same with like Shadow Me Chapter 4, because you know so many people ask about it, and it's like, quit asking. But we have like all of the Sonic Boom comics up to like issue 11 when they got discontinued to dub them. We have Mega Drive. I think it was Zach that recommended it. Yeah, I think so. We have like Sonic Universe Shadowfall, where there's like 4 comics. It deals with Eclipse, one of my favorite characters in Archie. There's a Sonic and the Black Knight special we're gonna eventually dub at some point. But like, that's what we got planned. Yeah, editing a video is sometimes hard, and sometimes it takes time and trying not to be pressured most of the time. Yeah, the thing is though, like, when it came to like Team Sonic Racing and shoot, what episode was it? I think it was Shadow Me episode 2. I had to deal with a predicament. I won't go into detail, but like I was fully pressured to where I got sick. And it wasn't from the fans, you know, like you guys. Let me get a drink. It was more so like a personal thing within our cast where if I didn't get the dub out, then some, you know, like consequences would happen basically. You know, something I couldn't fully control unless I finished the dub right then and there, kinda. Or like, you know, gave progress. And that's why, you know, like I try to capture the panels early, try to cut lines early, or show I'm at least doing something, you know? You know, showing that there is some progress happening on the dubs. I do think fan characters can work well with the main cast as well as they are written well, serve an important purpose, or can be a similar to something as a whole. I mean, yeah, I agree with that full-heartedly because, like, with TC, Iris is, like, I wouldn't say, like, the main birth point of TC, if that makes sense. Like, she's not the main sole character. Even though she's a main character, she's not entirely the sole thing, if that makes sense. Because, like, it's more of, like, her history from Bastet leading up to her. And, like, it's, like, how do I describe it without, like, spoiling anything? The most I can say, it's, like, the gods fighting, kinda. If that makes sense. Like, it's this is, like, if it were a different story, kinda. Where, like, if all the gods, aka the arcanes in my plotline / story lore, had like a long war branching up to their descendants dealing with the bullshit of it, if that makes sense. Like, that's basically kind of what TC is. Besides, you know, little crumpets of like history, you know, like Iris's family, why there was, you know, she only had her mom for issue 1, because issue 2, chapter 3 explained that. What happened to her dad. And then you have not necessarily lore, but like the introduction of different characters. You have, quote unquote, the main villain, Ace, even though the overall kind of villain is Apophis. Because, like, Ace is like a product of Apophis. Like, he came from Apophis. So it's more of like Apophis still working the strings of the situation, if that makes sense. Where, like, he's still manipulating the scene. You know, affecting Bastet's line / Bastet herself. Even though it's like a huge lore thing within Storywise, and I try to make it thought out, and even though sometimes, you know, like, the pages where it's like, oh, Iris and Infinite are shopping, and I know that's more or less like, fan service in a way. You know, like, giving you crumpets of, like, the relationship growing. It's more or less helping the pacing of the comic, even if it may be slow. You know, like, there's bits of lore, kinda, with Ace and Rawl. And then you get things like Ace messing with Infinite, messing with Sonic. Like, that whole fiasco. The assessment of Iris, as you described it, is very nice. It is essentially about the aftermath of the gods going into conflict, bringing in small blips of information regarding the lore. Yeah, that's basically it, because in Chapter 1 of Issue 2, if you haven't read it, I don't blame you. It's really chunky, it's really, like, the coloring style's But, Chapter 1 kind of describes / sets up this thing where it's like thousands of years ago, you know, besides having you know, issue 1 was the introduction of the Guardians and stuff, and you're like, what are these Guardians? What does it mean? Like, they're this Guardian of a ruby. It looks like the Phantom Ruby, but it's not. What is this? You know, like, that it introduces the Guardians of the Ruby, aka Ace's prison. But then issue 2, chapter 1 explains a bit of, like, what happened in the overall sense of, like, okay, there's this ancestor that's an actual god of the Guardians. You know, Iris's great many greats grandmother. Being a god, having a relationship with another god that got tempted by power, wanted more power, and then was like, hey, I want to take over the other Arcane's worlds. You're not gonna stop me. And it gets so bad to the point where, like, Bastet imprisons the other god Apophis into the core of Terria. So, like, he's imprisoned within the planet and he can't get out, if that makes sense. But, like, you have that conflict. Wow. You have that conflict. You have that conflict where, you have this not age-long war, but, like, age-long grudge from Apophis. And then you have the grudge with Ace between Nyx, where Ace makes a gem to hopefully release Apophis from Terria's core, to where Nyx gives, you know, imprisons Ace with it, so Ace is in the gem, and then Nyx gives the gem to Bastet to watch over. Even though there's still, like, some grudge between Apophis's children because they came from Apophis, and Bastet still. Bastet, you know, was like, okay, you know, like, Ace is a little bit more of the more destructive one of the siblings, so yeah, we're gonna, I'll watch over him. So, like, from that point on, you deal with this long line of Guardians that strictly watch Ace, because Ace is the most destructive one. He has destroyed many planets. I don't know if chapter 5 will be like a flashback of that or not. I'm still trying, like, I'm still in the early phases of trying to decide which chapters will be what. Chapter 4, more or less, is like fan service leading up to the connection of its side comic, Save My Soul, to TC, saying it's within the same storyline. And, you know, like, because more or less Ace describes it well, better than I can, in the sense of chapter 2. Yeah, chapter 2, when he's talking to Infinite about how he's trapped, you know, like, what he is, kind of, and like, hey, you know, like, kind of stating the obvious that Infinite likes Iris. But yeah. Power always corrupts. Apophis and Ace are the end result of that corruption. One is destructive and another is essentially forced to being an observer. The Guardians happen to be caught in the middle. Yeah, that's basically what it is. 'Cause, the Guardians, more or less, you know, Bastet's line of descent, like, even though they're the descendants of Bastet, they don't really want to take on the job of watching Ace, but they're the only one that have the sense of having the ability to have a blank mind, so Ace can't corrupt them. But, you know, like, if their mind is if their mind is clouded like it was with Iris in issue 1, where he corrupts her and destroys her entire civilization where she's the only one left, then, you know, like, there's destruction that happens. But, like, Ace essentially is, like, the one stuck, and he can't get out unless a Guardian is too clouded in the mind. That way he can take advantage of that and break himself out, if that makes sense. Because he himself cannot break himself out. It has to be somebody else that helps him get out, if that makes sense. And that's what happened in issue 1, basically. By Iris having a clouded mind, by Infinite betraying her for wanting the gem, she grabs it. Ace is like, here's my chance to finally get out of, like, this centuries-old prison, because he was trapped for centuries in the gem. And she's like, ooh, this is my chance, you know, to get out. And Iris grabs it. He corrupts her mind. It's not, like, before you guys say, oh, does that mean Iris is a tainted? No, it's not. Because Iris, in the sense, is not tainted. It's more of being corrupted in the sense of temporarily. But, oh, what's the word? Basically what I'm saying, because, like, when it comes to Ace tainting people and stuff, it's more or less he has to mark them to be his tainted. To where, like, they do have free will to an extent unless he wants them to do something. But anyway. I need to focus on getting to, I tell you what, we're already at the 2-hour mark. We'll try getting to 5 minutes, depending how I feel. In the sense of exhaustion and whatnot. But worst comes to worst, you know, I do that. I finish not finish the dub, but, like, finish today's work of doing it, you know, getting a little leeway on it, and then just chilling. So we're gonna get as quote-unquote far as we can until I'm tired. Okay, this needs to be a little bit louder. Sonic talks it. Line 4.
Alright.
But, you know, sorry for my long rambling of TC. You know, like, I enjoy talking about the storyline, and I'm super glad, you know, that people are interested in the story. Because it means a lot to me as a creator. It helps with the motivation that I tend to lack lately. It more or less helps me.
Alright, so that was embarrassing. But everyone knows you're my go-to guy. What's one fight compared to all the times we've kicked Eggman's butt?
I need to have the crowd chatter. Where is it? Crowd talking. There we go. It's more of like the audience talking, but you get what I mean. We gotta have a little bit of background chatter.
Alright, so that was embarrassing. But everyone knows you're my go-to guy. What's one fight compared to all the times we've kicked Eggman's butt?
Your work will be amazing. If you mean in the sense of the dub, I hope so. If you mean in the sense of the comic TC, I hope so as well. Because I put a lot of love into that. Let's see. There we go. I'm gonna get as far as I can. If I can get to the 4-minute mark, that'll be great. Even though it's not a lot of progress, it gets me somewhat close to where I want to be. Tails. 5.
Tail!
And then it sometimes does that where it'll go on, even though I don't want it to. Faded video, fade out video. Put the gain down on him, because he has to be a little bit quiet. And then Tails.
Because she made me look like an amateur in front of the whole world.
Oh god. And then let's bring close. Let's see.
What's one fight compared to all the times we've kicked Eggman's butt? Tails, the kid who keeps Sonic running. Tails, the hero who saved Station Square. Tails, the guy who took one for the team and didn't mope about it all day.
Yeah, I get it already.
God, I love their relationship. It's like siblings.
The hero who saved Station Square. Tails, the guy who took one for the team and didn't mope about it all day.
Yeah, I get it already.
I'm gonna bring the fade in a little bit closer. And then... You know what? Since I've been talking about TC, I might try to work on page 107. Even though I need to finish sketching out Oasis's design with like the rainbow heels and stuff. I might just save Oasis's design for later and just line art a TC page. Because honestly, I feel a little bit more motivated now that I've talked about it. And he's like, "Thanks, Sonic." Which I can't do the voice because my throat will hurt.
He's like, "Thanks, Sonic."
Yeah.
Because he's like, "Thanks, Sonic. I just feel like I've got to prove myself sometimes. You're a tough act to follow."
You know, the whole
Rasp. Thanks, Sonic. I just feel like I've got to prove myself sometimes. You're a tough act to follow.
Yeah, well, I count on you to follow and watch my back.
God, I love their relationship. It's like siblings.
Follow and watch my back.
Okay. I also recently did a short dub clip with Zach, our Sonic voice actor. It was the scene in IDW where Tails is like,
He's not gonna be happy about this.
you know, waking up a Metal Sonic from stasis. And like I really enjoyed it. I've been watching it, well, rewatching it a lot. I can't help it, it's so good. Like it flows so well. Let's see, fade in video, fade out video. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there, folks. Let's see. Tails. Okay. Oh, no wonder. I'm dumb. Sorry, I just realized the comment of like Tails Sonic saying Eggman and Stooges. Like he does a little heh.
Now, let's get back to watching Eggman's Two Stooges.
And this is where like the crowd would quiet a bit. We're gonna put a slight space with this, cut it, and then remove, and then fade out audio. Bring this in. Fade in, not fade in audio, fade in video, fade out video. And then we have not Breezy again, but we're going to remove her from quick access. And then get to Knack.
I'm head of this gang! I'm ordering you to take a dive for me!
And then he does the thing. Which means we need to get the gun effect again. And it's 3 times, so 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4. I can't. I meant 1, 2, 3. Then we have Bean jumping. Where is it? Bean doing backflips. And then we get closer. There. And we'll see how this sounds.
I'm head of this gang! I'm ordering you to take a dive for me!
They need to be in rapid succession, I just realized. Get rid. No, wait. Wait. I realized what I did wrong. We're going to... Because he does that. And then it's that. And then it's that. So then it should be in rapid succession with pa 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 pa.
I'm head of this gang! I'm ordering you to take a dive for me!
There we go, folks. Okay. I love this. Let's see. It's like I'm ordering you to take a dive for me. And then it's I'm gonna have to use a body punch sound effect. I'm gonna really enjoy the Knuckles Knack scene. You'll find out maybe when the dubs are released, unless I do like another
Bye-bye!
Okay, wrong one. I need to hear this. Okay. So this, put that over there. And then bring that there. And then body punch. Oh, let's see. Body punch. How about?
Dirk! Dirk!
And you put it on the same thing. Let's see. Oh, that's a good one. I felt it vibrate through my ears.
Dirk! Dirk!
A lot of work for just a kick in the face.
Dirk!
You know what? I should probably change the music. I just realized because, like, it's a fight, right? We gotta have some fun music. Like, I don't mind having that one, but how about we have the music fade out? The same time as the crowd, so there, got a crisp one. And then I wanted to use, I believe it's, no, this one. I've been streaming for 2 hours. Okay. How much ones do we got back? Okay. Okay, let's hear it. 13.
I'm head of this gang! I'm
Why is it?
head of this gang! I'm ordering you to take a dive for me!
Perfect. Okay, now I can hear it. Okay. Okay. So it's Bean's first line. I'm going to turn his lines down. And then we're gonna bring it in like so.
Wait, what event
And the music's too loud. We're gonna turn it down.
is this? Hey, that plumber lied to me.
I think what I'm gonna do is make the music just a tiny bit louder. Let's see, neckline 3.
You can use.
You can use your blasters, she said.
Okay, let's see.
You can use your blasters this round, Breezy said. Special conditions just for you, she said. We're all friends of Eggman, she said.
You know, if you move your mouse in the top, each corner of the tracks, you can make it fade in and out. And how? Do I just click it and go, like, because there's no way I can do that. Let's see.
That lying, backstabbing.
Let's see, neckline 4. I mean, it's not necessarily even fading in and out video music or whatnot. It's the gain I'm working on. Because Shotcut has this thing where, like, it'll amplify every single thing.
That lying, backstabbing, she set me up!
God, the music fits so beautifully. Let's see.
Meow.
I want to find a kick. Like a sound effect. Let's see. Kick sound effect. Cartoon hit. Ooh, go back. Then, let's see. Okay, that doesn't work. That's a slap, not a kick. I'll go with this line of. Oh, that little infinite. Yeah. I use them as my watermark for some stuff. Verification. Zach. Oh, okay. Let's see, sound effects. Okay. Alrighty. Kick sound effect. What was it? It was. Yeah, kick. I know that we use different things on YouTube and I don't really ask this, but do you want to be a YouTube friends? We don't have to, we don't want to. I mean. Ooh, give me a second. Personally, when it comes to me, like, I have to get to know you as a person. I can't flat out say, oh yeah, we can be friends, because I don't know you at all. I mean, you know, I've been asked multiple times before by many viewers, hey, can we be friends? And I have to be like, I don't know you. Therefore, I have to get to know you if I ever want to be friends, man. Okay. Beanline 2. Okay, that's a little too loud. I thought the quiet neum would be fine, and then it just like blast.
Look, I'm an airplane! I'm an airplane! I'm an airplane!
I like this one. I wonder if I'm gonna look. All those sounds. Yeah.
Airplane! I'm an airplane!
Yes, it's so crisp. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it worked. Okay. Notification. Okay. Just because I really like how it's going, I'm gonna save multiple times. Let's see.
Wow, that was awesome.
Let's see. Next says you're unconscious now.
You're unconscious.
You're on con. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it there.
Wow, that was awesome. Let's.
You're unconscious now.
And he's like. I'm responding to my Discord. Okay. Let's see. Bean goes.
Just now.
Okay. Blech.
I love it. Okay. What? What? What did I do now? Did I do something? Okay. So then it's the winner by knockout. Yay! Okay. Extras. Which I'm gonna have to quiet down like every other line, by the way.
Winner by a knockout. Knack.
Oh, where is the crowd? Where's the sound effect? Where is it? Crowd, 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 crowd. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Mr. Sandman. Give me a dream. Make him the cutest I've ever have seen. Bum 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 bum. Okay. And then Sonic goes, US.
EOS.
I'm surprised I clicked the right one. Wow. Mr. Sandman, send me a dream. Make him the cutest I've ever have seen. Okay. SBO goes, not especially.
Not especially.
Winner by a knockout. Knack.
EOS. Satisfied that Bean got bumped?
Not especially.
I don't mind how loud it is. It's just, it needs to be a tad quieter. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I remember recording this line. And then we're just gonna fade out video. Not fade out video. Fade out audio. I'm dumb. Just slightly. And then fade in video. Fade out video. Where it's like you'll hear my crummy voice go. Where is it? You're gonna hear my crummy voice in a minute.
You have a collect call from...
And then only Vector's line. Which is again, I'm a baby boy. Okay. Stop. Stop, I say! And then we're gonna bring it in.
you have a collect call from...
Inspector! Don't accept the charges! We can't afford it, but how could you learn to attack? I thought you were a ninja!
I love it. Okay. And then, let's see, where is it? We'll get up to Amy versus Knuckles, and then I think I might call it a stream. I've been streaming for 2 hours after all. I'd rather the rest of the day, which is not much, be my personal time, you know? Okay. And text message! Okay. Let's see, so it's Sonic Line 9. And that's Zach texting me. I will check the texts from Zach in a second. Fade in video, fade out video. I can't wait for when it's done. I hope it turns out good.
Yeah, I get it already. Uh-oh. This says Amy's match with Knuckles.
Okay. Oh, he's making war references. Okay. What I will do is once I get to the panel. Oh, that's not it. I already did that. We're gonna blow that.
You managed to sneak Nux into the roster, but you couldn't get Vector or Charmy in?
Uh-oh.
Oh, Tails speaks first. I am dumb. Cause, can my mouse capture this? Can it capture my mouse? It's not capturing my mouse, is it? I mean, it says capture cursor. What I'll do is make it big. So, you see when there's a bubble before a second one? As you notice with Tails, his is up in the right-hand corner and Sonic's in the left-hand bottom corner. The top one usually goes first and then the bottom. If that makes sense. So, in actuality, it should be like this.
Uh-oh. This says Amy's match with Knuckles is next.
You managed to sneak Nux into the roster, but you couldn't get Vector or Charmy in?
See what I mean? Like, flawless. Okay. I'm a very popular lady today, I think. Let's see. Okay. What I'll do after this one, once I put the lines in, I'll grab the second panel, which is basically Knuckles and Amy kind of doing the "you ready to fight" thing. And then we'll go back to the beginning, which is not that far away. And then we'll kind of watch it.
To be honest, the change should have been caught. And Breezy, I snuck no. To be honest.
Okay, and then Sonic line 10. Oh my gosh. It does this thing where like it'll instantly start playing even though I don't want it to. And then SBO line 4.
Right.
So then we just gotta do a little spacing work where it's evenly distributed. And I am very popular.
I snuck Nux in when I found out he was already in the area. To be honest, the change should have been caught. And Breezy pitting the hooligans against each other?
You're saying she's messing with the brackets.
Right. Plus, we know Eggman is involved. Do not let your guard down. There's no telling what Breezy might do next to make things more entertaining.
It sometimes does it, and then it sometimes doesn't, if that makes sense. Okay. And then what we'll do is bring this back. Have kind of a large space. And then I'm gonna save, we're gonna go back to the beginning and watch all of it. We'll go past the whole intro thing.
Isn't it marvelous, Breezy? A city within a city. A new capital for a casino empire.
And a rather elaborate death trap for Sonic.
Oh, well, you know me.
I do. You found me when I was in a bad place. You showed me what it takes to not just get by in this world, but to succeed, to conquer. Which is why I know you're not the real Eggman.
What? How dare you?
Please, I'm calling your bluff.
How long have you known?
Since the beginning, there's no way the real doctor would be so, how do I put it, generous in his negotiations.
If you try to warn Sonic or anyone else. Huh?
And why, pray tell, would I do that? It's like you said, I'm getting a new capital for my economic empire. We're not so different, Metal Sonic.
Neo Metal Sonic.
Oh, see? You're branching out from the doctor, becoming your own man with your own agenda. Your business with Sonic is just that. Your business. Hero, villain. I don't take sides. I just do whatever makes me a profit.
Dang it, Ben! Knock it off!
Oh boy, I gotta give Breezy props for this round. This is hilarious.
I should have been down there. I could take either of them.
Aw, come on, bro. Are you still mad about being bumped by Honey?
Yes.
Why? Win or lose, that's one step closer to the Chaos Emerald.
Because she made me look like an amateur in front of the whole world.
Alright, so that was embarrassing. But everyone knows you're my go-to guy. What's one fight compared to all the times we've kicked Eggman's butt? Tails, the kid who keeps Sonic running. Tails, the hero who saved Station Square. Tails, the guy who took one for the team and didn't mope about it all day.
Yeah, I get it already. Thanks, Sonic. I just feel like I've got to prove myself sometimes. You're a tough act to follow.
Yeah, well, I count on you to follow and watch my back. Now, let's get back to watching Eggman's Two Stooges.
I'm head of this gang! I'm ordering you to take a dive for me!
Huh? event is this? Hey, that plumber lied to me.
You can use your blasters this round, Breezy said. Special conditions just for you, she said. We're all friends of Eggman, she said. That lying backstabbing, she set me up!
Yeah, look, I'm an airplane. I'm an airplane. Wow, that was awesome. Let's...
You're unconscious now.
Okay.
Winner by a knockout, Knack!
EOS, satisfied that Bean got bumped?
Not especially.
You have a collect call from
It's Vector! Don't accept the surgery, we can't afford it, but how could you learn to attack? I thought you were a ninja!
Uh-oh. This says Amy's match with Knuckles is next.
You managed to sneak Nux into the roster, but you couldn't get Vector or Charmy in?
I snuck Nux in when I found out he was already in the area. To be honest, the change should have been caught. And Breezy pitting the hooligans against each other?
You're saying she's messing with the brackets.
Right. Plus, we know Eggman is involved. Do not let your guard down. There's no telling what Breezy might do next to make things more entertaining.
I feel like that was nice and well paced, so what time is it? Ooh, that was about 3 hours. Ooh, okay. Well, I think I should leave it here and say thank you for joining me on this stream. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. Hopefully I made it entertaining for you. But I hope the next time you see this, it's published. If not, I'll do a second stream. Probably not tomorrow. But let me look. Maybe the 24th. Yeah, Monday. If I don't stream tomorrow, it's Monday, when I will try finishing up the remainder of the dub, which, going from what we are on, we don't have much left. For episode 3, we have Amy's fight with Knuckles, which is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 panels. And then Amy talking a little bit to Sonic, and then Sonic and Honey's fight, and then ad break, and then Knack going up against Knuckles, and then finally Knuckles and Sonic at the end. So there's not a lot left, so hopefully the next time I stream will be when we're putting the finishing touches or finishing up the dub. But as always, I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I will see you next time.